And we are back. It's more GA 2023. 2023, sorry. I'm far ahead now. Welcome back. We are here. We're still waiting for our next guest, but I thought, let's read some of the messages that you have sent in. I don't know if you're following it. I quickly look here at some of the messages and I see, well, amazing to have you here with us celebrating. Oh, that's what we wrote. Sorry. Watching from Nigeria. Hi, Nigeria. It's so good to hear that you are watching. I hope that you will be tuning in the whole time. Woo, Nigeria. I'm so sorry that you can't be here. We cried. I really cried. I'm serious about that. That was good. Then there's somebody who I can't pronounce it. I'd rather not do that. But he said, I praise our Heavenly Father for the opportunity given to us to be part of this General Assembly. Thank you so much, YFCI. It's a pleasure to be with you. We are super excited to be part of the Assembly. Guinea-Bissau. Yes, Guinea-Bissau, it's good to have you. It's a lot of Africans here. Lynn and Chris Big, we are watching from Darwin in Australia. That's so cool, eh? Martin is not with me right now. He's standing behind the board, but it's good to hear that there are people from Australia all the way. Sorry, guys, you're not in the World Cup anymore. I need to bring that in. Irene, yeah. Oh, Renee, the indie from Guinea-Bissau is also watching. They're watching from Uganda. I hope that you have a whole watch party. I want to hear and see some pictures from the guys there in Uganda. Send us a picture from Darwin there in Australia. I have not been to Australia, so I'd really like to see how it looks there where you are. It will be great to have some pictures from there. There's some more people watching from Nigeria, Guinea-Bissau, and there are more Nigerians. Love being part of it from afar. That's Janet Peterson. Thank you for watching from South Africa. Oh, that's where I am from, South Africa. And
wait, you're from South Africa?
You didn't know that? So we're not going to speak anything about Saturday now?
Saturday
or Sunday. I don't even know what day it's going to be.
Wait, what's
England against South Africa in the World Cup. Okay. We're not talking about World Cup. Let's go on. We have some... you're taking it away from me.
No.
Burundi. We have some people watching from Burundi, from Ghana. Michael Clotty. Thank you for watching from Ghana. And then somebody said, God bless you. I have to focus because he just changed the screen and I can't see. I'm totally away from the camera also now. Then we have... You seem to be having tentacle issues. What does that mean?
Yeah, it seems to happen what?
Tentacle. Is it tentacle issues?
Oh, Keystone Global Consultancy, the guys that have built the app, say we seem to be having tentacle issues. I have you know that my digits are relatively normal. They're not tentacle based.
Can I move that up?
That's the bottom.
Is that the bottom?
That's the bottom.
Okay, and we're having more people from Kenya. South Sudan. James, you are watching. Shout out to you. Thank you for watching. Sorry that you are not here. We spoke a few times and I'm so sorry that you can't be here. Hopefully next time, like you heard Dave said, we are going to be in a place where we are going to have a lot of fun and a lot of, where everybody will come. And I hope I know there's one place where almost nobody needs visas. Benin, it's your first experience, right? Mike is shaking his head.
Mike is shaking his head.
Yeah. Is that the whole lot? There's some more there. There's somebody from India? Or no?
Yeah. So the guys in India are super. So,
and there's somebody from Rwanda also. Justin is an old colleague from me on the training team. So
when you say an old colleague, he's young at heart.
He's young at heart, but he used to work. I used to work with him. I'm not with him anymore. So they're on their own. So, sorry for my English.
So we're really excited. So we've got a couple more guests coming up today. We've got our next slot at 4:00. But once again, please feel free to send. I'm going to check. I'm going to actually reach my hand over. I'm going to change from the comments. And I'm going to see if anybody has been posting
pictures
in on the social wall for us to see. And
in the meantime, you are listening to more GA 2023. What a good thing that you are here. We're so excited to be with you. And you can tell us what you want to hear also. We unfortunately not playing any music, so I can't play your favorite music on the show like I do on the radio. But here we go. Are there any pictures?
Not
Still loading.
Oh,
Do we need a... yeah.
So we've got a hashtag, which is hashtag YFC more. So if you got any pictures, I'm actually gonna search YFC more. I mean, we haven't really been giving anybody the opportunity.
But yeah, we want you to be part of it. The main thing about more is that we want you to be part of us. That's why we're trying, guys, let me tell you this, we did mention a little bit. We want people to be part of GA. Although you can't be here, we want to make you feel part of it. But also having you to come in, having pictures of you, having maybe even a live interview of you when you are there at your place where you're looking at us. I know it's not as exciting as being here, but we want you to be here and be part of this, and maybe even show your picture maybe up on the screen on the main stage. We don't know if we can do that, but at least we can try. But yeah, we will definitely show your picture.
I mean, talking about the main stage later on this afternoon, we're going to be streaming all of the adventures that happened in the Bible Hour this morning.
Okay, that's going to be fun.
Thankfully, there was only one person from a sensitive nation that popped in, so we only have to edit out one person, and then it's going to be streamed. The Irish team are dropping in about 15 minutes. I apologize for the chaos that may cause.
Yeah, and then maybe that's also something that we can explain, that we can't do everything live because there are sensitive nations that we have to protect, and therefore we have to be careful what we do. And as you know, this is live, so we are acting in here. We have Mike. Mike, come on. We should have had you a long time ago. We're just going to take the camera away or the thing away so that we can see you.
So sorry I'm late. Can you hear the cheering out there? Is it distracting?
No.
No? Do you know what it is?
No.
So they're doing the area regional meetings right now.
Oh, okay.
And they're celebrating years of service.
Oh, okay.
So what do you think the highest number is in that room over there for year of service?
Africa. Are you talking about Africa or what is it?
I think that's Asia Pacific.
That's Asia Pacific.
Oh, that's probably about 40 plus years.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, no, I know.
You're like, oh, no problem, 40 plus years. Like, I'm barely 40 plus years old. And so they're celebrating people. Yeah, no, I age gracefully, though.
No, like really, 40 plus years of service within YFC?
Correct.
Wow.
So that's more than half the history of YFC. Someone in that room over there has been part of.
What area is it?
That's Asia Pacific.
Oh, then I know who it is, maybe. Because I know that person is very long with you from Christ.
Yeah, so
I won't blame him.
I heard another person, 38 years.
How many?
38 years.
38 years.
So it's not like just one or two people. There's like 10 people go around. Then people are hooping and hollering and celebrating it. And I think that's pretty cool. As Dave said last night, it's something that just draws you to the organization. And it must be something pretty powerful for 40-some years.
The main thing about those people, because I know some of those people, and I've been in a few GAs where we've presented this and you go, wow, this guy is so long, I'm not so long. Okay, this year I'm 25 years, but it's still small and relative. There's somebody that was I think the previous GA was 50 years.
Oh my
got a 50-year award. I remember that. I think it's a US guy.
Probably Art.
That one.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
He's still around. He couldn't make this GA.
Yeah.
But he might even be listening. Who knows?
Yeah. But so when you look at these guys and you go, wow, they've made it. And therefore I want to say to everybody out there, when you're part of Youth for Christ, it's all about serving. And as you serve, you move and you get more face time, more used. It sounds funny to say used, but it's not,
in a positive way.
In a positive way.
You're able to use your gifts and talents for the organization, for the kingdom.
Yeah, don't get swayed. Focus and just do it, because it's all about young people. That's what it's all about. And this morning in our seminar and our workshop that we talked about, it was, to make an informed decision, not only about the young people, but it's about making the informed decision to reach young people so that they make the informed decision.
Yes, correct. So it's their own faith.
Yeah.
They're not taking your faith.
Yeah.
They're taking their own faith.
Yeah.
Their own. EJ, how long have you been with the organization?
25 years.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But I've worked for 2 other organizations before I came to Youth for Christ. So
Stu, so that makes you at least 30 years old.
Yes. Thank you very much.
We have a phrase in England that we use. It's if somebody looks particularly weathered, but they're also not very old, we're like, they had a hard paper round.
Paper ramp.
Paper round.
A hard paper round?
So in England...
It's like Bob's your uncle, some weird saying that doesn't mean anything, but means something.
It is. So here's the contrast between South Africa, England...
He's over there. Engineers.
That's it. Between England, America, and South Africa. So in England, we have our newspapers delivered to our front door.
Yeah.
They put them through the letterbox and ensure that they come all the way in. And if a paperboy has a lot of papers to deliver and it's like a really bad, windy, rainy day, you get really weathered, and so you look older than your years. You've had a hard paper round. In America, some kid comes past at a bicycle and just throws them at your house. In South Africa, they just don't bring them to you.
No, you have to come back and buy them.
Exactly. So
they're fresh.
Yeah, we have it posted through the door.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh, look, the paper's arrived. Let me read it. In America, it's like, oh, somebody threw a paper at our house and covered in plastic. And in South Africa, it's, let's go and walk to the paper shop and buy the news.
Yeah. So that's the thing. A lot of people were asking me this past few days, are you okay, EJ? Because I've been running around a lot. And I just kept on saying, I'm still standing.
You, I would say you're wearing a lot of hats.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But you're doing it well.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I would be like, man.
And that's what I want to say to the people listening.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah, definitely. Like, you're doing
we need people like...
So how many people do we have here right now, EJ?
873, I think.
Okay, so 873. And I'm pretty sure you had to coordinate all their travel, like to and from the airport.
Yeah. And 550 of them, I helped with visas.
And visas. And now you're just like, you know what I want to do? Rather than sleep, I want to hop on the radio and do a podcast out here. So you're wearing...
But that's what I actually came for. I didn't come for all the other things.
That's how it goes. What are you going to do? I'm going to interview people. All right, you're also going to build a stage. You're going to go to the airport. You're going to carry some bags. You're going to serve some breakfast. But you know what? That's...
And by the way, do 2 interactive workshops and for the young leaders.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
Lots of hats. Right? So it's...
That's Youth for Christ.
It is, and it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. And we are still waiting for our interviewer.
Well, I guess, Martin, maybe you have an opinion on this one. Are the Irish notoriously late for things?
I don't think they're notoriously late for things. They're notorious for getting distracted along the way.
I'm just looking out there and see Father Christmas is up there.
That's Jerry. I did allege to Jerry.
He's got red on.
I'm waving at Jerry.
His beard game is pretty impressive. Right
I'm gonna go get Jerry and bring him in.
Bring him in.
I'll see what happens.
And I'll go find the Irish.
In fact, there's a few minutes delay. We're going to say, hi, Jerry. Good to see you there on watching the live stream.
He's running. He's running.
I think we should go get him. I think we should bring Jerry Buzzell in because Jerry's been really integral into sorting out some of the logistics of the things that we need to make it happen. There's a whole team of people behind GA who you probably will never ever see. And most of them, when given the opportunity, would run as fast as their legs would carry them away from us.
And Jerry is doing a great job. He's a guy with a big beard, if those who are not here don't know that.
It looks like he's
a kind person, a soft-spoken person.
Yeah.
This is fun because we have that slight time delay to be in what's broadcast out. So I want to like, hey, you. Yeah, you. And let's see who walks by. I think if they look in, we're going to bring them in here.
Yeah. So, coming back to another thing, Mike, how long are you in Youth for Christ?
I think 5 or 6 years. So not long. I mean, very, very new to the organization. But it's fun to have enough experience to be dangerous, right? To be able to share some of the stuff with the young leaders that are coming through the program and get poured into from the wisdom of the people that have been with the organization for decades.
Yeah. I made a shout out earlier when you were not on air. Your first experience of Africa, seeing that I come from Africa, what was your first experience of Africa?
Oh my gosh, it was Dave was talking about smells, right? And it was the charcoal. I remember the charcoal fires that came in.
In Benin, in
Benin, and it was like nothing like I expected. Food was great. The people were amazing. Yeah. I mean, they're amazing people everywhere, but the team in Benin were so welcoming. I remember this guy, Tommy, who was It was the first time I'd been to a school to speak in front of a school.
Yeah.
And he would stand up and he would say, hallelujah, right, to get their attention. Yeah. They would yell, praise the Lord. Right? Like 1,000 kids just start listening to him, right? And that's as opposed to in America, where they're turning on the lights on and off or clapping or using a whistle or whatever, yelling to get the attention of everybody. But no, Benin was my first African country that I got to visit. I guess technically Cote d'Ivoire was, because I had a layover there. That was fun. And then I got to go to Kenya this past year. And whether I was on East Africa or West Africa, the people were amazing. The Youth for Christ family.
You haven't been to Southern Africa?
Not yet. I need to get there. Yeah. That is
interesting story. A year ago, I was in Benin, very sick.
Oh, I remember when you were sick.
We were lecturing there, doing some training there, and I got so sick. And every night they take us, they treat you a lot there in Benin. So they take us out. They go to this nice ice cream shop.
I know the ice cream shop.
Yeah, and we sit there and I just look at all the others eating ice cream. I couldn't eat anything. Yeah. I was so weak. And it wasn't the food from Benin. It was nothing to do with the food. It was the plain food getting there that got me sick.
Now, I believe it. So 4 years to the day, I was in Brazil in Belo Horizonte with the Latin American YFC team, and it's like kind of one of the fun things on the the iPhone pictures that pop up and like, hey, let me show that guy that I was just with in the main hall. Here's a picture where we were 4 or 5 years ago, and brings back good memories.
Yeah,
as far as it goes. What was your first impression of Denver when you went to Denver?
Interesting. I mean, I always say to South Africans who come from Cape Town, I always say to them, Denver reminds me of Cape Town. Mm. The reason is that there's a certain part of, I grew up in Cape Town, I'm a Cape Townian, and we always joke, we have got the best place in the world. We've got the mountain, we've got a big mountain, Dutchies, and we've got the sea, and therefore it's the best place. But then as you stand at one place and you look towards the other, we're surrounded by mountains. At the sea, there's a mountain on the other side. You look to that, it looks like Denver. Yeah. And sometimes it does have snow on it, and it's really looking like Denver. So I feel at home when I go to Denver in some way.
Well, you're always welcome. That.
There's some more messages if I see it from here. Can you read it for us?
Yeah. So we got some more messages that have come in. We've still got more people from Kenya. We've got John in Kenya. We've got Brazil, India,
Brazil.
South Sudan. We've got Ghana. We've got Burundi. We've got more from South Africa, Nigeria, Guinea-Bissau, Uganda. Can I just say, obviously sticking yourself, EJ, into the mix here, it's brought the entire nation of Africa together. Continent.
Come on.
It's a geography book out.
Oh, gosh. I was sad the other night because, when you can't sleep and you do that thing and you go, right, I'm going to go nations all the way through the alphabet, and I'm going to do capital cities all the way through the alphabet. And I got to Q and I was a little bit stuck, but I can't believe that I've just called Africa, because I was like, South Africa, the nation of South Africa.
The message of grace is certainly one applicable in many situations, and as someone who has made his fair share of international flubs, you are in good company.
Excellent. But yeah, it's going really well. I was going to try something though, because if we go like this, I'm not sure if it causes chaos on the camera. So if I put two thumbs up, so if I put one thumbs up like this and the camera's on me, then we get a little thumbs up thing. If I put one thumb down, then there should be a little bubble of a little thumb.
It's not doing it.
If I go like this, we should get fireworks. If I go like,
can I get
this?
Cat whiskers?
We might get some form of balloons. And if I go like this, we get confetti or balloons. And then if I go like this, we get confetti. And if I go like this, then it reflects the weather of the Netherlands and it makes it rain.
Unless, of course, you like rain because your nation doesn't get much rain and, you're excited about it.
I'm sorry that you have to listen to the rattling of 3 old men. Yeah.
But what's really interesting...
Well, 2 old men and 1 young man.
Speak for yourself. I got a lot of life to live.
So what we're going to do is we're going to cut to a break for a short time.
Go find our Irish compatriots.
There's some more messages coming in.
Make them flow. And then we shall be back in 5 minutes with Isaac, Claire, and Michael from Youth for Christ.
Good luck with that one.
Ireland, Republic of Ireland. And we're very excited. They are a very enthusiastic team. So we will see you in 5 minutes. Bye from EJ.
Bye from me now.
Bye from Mike.
Goodbye.
And bye from me, Martin Ainsworth. Good to have you on board, and we'll see you shortly.
You're listening to more GA 2023.
Hit the red button and make the music.